Hello everybody, my name's George and welcome to Abubu's Tea Club video. Today we're talking about Centre of the Forest Glow. This is one of my favourite teas of all time from Abubu, and there's a few reasons for this which we'll talk about a little bit later. Before we go any further, if you need any subtitles, you can find subtitles in English and Japanese down below. And if you would be able to subscribe and like, that would be very much appreciated as well. Before we get to the brewing session, which is very exciting for a few reasons here, we're going to go to the field and the factory, so please enjoy. welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the field and the factory. It is a stunning tea field. That area is amazing. I always thoroughly enjoy it, and this is why when we say Aki is the chairman without a chair, we're all quite jealous of him, because that's his office every single day. Brewing this tea, I've not been able to get the smaller packets, so if you want some more you can also pick up a bigger packet like this, and we're going to take just 5 grams. This is the same amount that you guys have. Oh, huge leaf. This is the same amount that you guys have in your pre-portioned packets, so I'm just going to take 5 grams. There we go, perfect, 5 grams. I'm going to save that for a little bit later. Now, this leaf is absolutely stunning. So the kettle's just about boiled, and for this tea we want to cool down the water. Now, as you've watched some of the previous ones, you'll know the general drill, but we're going from a kettle that's about 90-95 degrees Celsius, and today we're going to do about 180 milliliters of water. Now, this teapot is a very cool teapot. This, you may be able to see all the steam coming off. This is a Futanashi Kyusu. So this is a new Kyusu that we have in stock, and we're very excited about it for a few reasons. It's the perfect Kyusu to brew as a starter Kyusu. You can use it for all teas. It's got a fine filter, but the thing I like about it, and it's the name for it as well, is Futanashi, which means no lid teapot. No lid teapot, Futanashi Kyusu. So there's a few reasons why this is really great for Japanese tea. Firstly is Japanese tea likes typically cooler temperatures, so we're able to get a much cooler temperature as we're brewing the tea, because it's able to give out that heat much more easily. I am just going round and I'm pouring the water into the cups to reduce that temperature further. So the goal is to brew at around 60 to 70 degrees Celsius for 90 seconds. As we've gone from the kettle, which was about 90-95, we bring it down 10 degrees by putting it into the Kyusu, and from there we've got 80-85. So we're going into the cups, which is about 70-75, and then lastly I'm going to put it into the pitcher, which will bring it down just another notch as well. We're then going to be putting the leaf now into the empty teapot, and we'll see what aromas we get. So this teapot is very warm, and this lid allows all the aromas to fill the room, so very easily you get some delicious flavours. Whoa! Holy moly! The leaf is so big and glossy, it's really stunning to see. Wow. Now, the cultivar of this tea has an interesting name. So the name is Forest Glow, but that's the translation from the Japanese, which is Komorebi. Now, Komorebi means something very beautiful. Sunlight overflowing through the tree leaves. Now, the reason why we chose it for this particular cultivar, which is Sayama Kaori, is because we wanted to be able to encapsulate that feeling when you're walking through a forest and you have all the beautiful beams of sunlight coming down. You feel very comforted and warm, and this tea has some of that to it as well. So it's grown in an area where you can only get to through the forest, and you have to go through this on your way through. So we felt like it was quite a fitting name, and that's a good temperature now. And typically, to know if you're able to hold it in your hand and it's not going to burn you, you don't have to take it out of your hand too quickly, then the pitcher is the right temperature and so is the water. So we're going to be brewing for 90 seconds. So I'm going to start brewing now, and feel free to use a timer. One of the great things about having no lid on your teapot is you're able to very easily see the leaf as it's brewing. The good thing about that is as you're looking at it, you can tell when it's ready to be poured. We're looking for around 65% of the leaf unfolding, unraveling, unfurling, and then that's the perfect time for us to pour the tea from the teapot. Now we've just finished 90 seconds, so I'm going to pour this little by little into the pitcher. Now we want to pour in this rocking motion and be very gentle so as to make sure we get even distribution of water throughout all the leaves this last moment. We want to get all of those drops as well. Really, really beautiful tea. So if you look at that beautiful liquor, really stunning. It's almost vibrantly glowing. It's a really stunning tea to see. It's a beautiful green. It's almost like a tinge of silver blue to the green. So I'm gonna pour myself a cup, and I would suggest you guys do the same, and we can drink together. This is a good time to also, I guess, talk about the Teatopia cups. Now, Wasaga is a Teatopia. You can see on these cups there's cha and Wasaga, but also Wasaga's emblem and bird on the back, which is a pheasant, or in Japanese, kiji. Now, we collaborated with a potter in Kiyomizuyaki, Kyoto. His name is Kato-san, and he produced these for us as well. So we're very excited to bring these to you, and they're going to be part of a set on our website as well, along with the Futonashi Kyusu. So if you want to jump into Japanese tea and you want to get the basics that you need without anything else, then we have it in store for you. So let's enjoy the tea. Wow, oh my goodness. Sometimes I surprise myself. Now that tea, so Sayama Kaori has a lot of catechins. This has a bit of flavour, however this tea does not. As we go into the processing, like we spoke about earlier, the amount of catechins, and when you do the processing you have to make sure that you're not going to exacerbate the bitterness available in the tea. So Aki for this particular tea has steamed very slightly longer to be able to slightly bring down the bitterness. This still has a lot of catechins, those antioxidants that are amazing for you, but this tea has a creaminess to it as well, which is a really, really amazing aspect. It's so refreshing, and it never ceases to amaze me the sweetness that you get from brewing delicious green tea the right way. Being able to brew green tea and not burn it and not over brew it, or just learning how to brew it very simply, it brings such delicious flavors, and I can't recommend it enough. Delicious. So from here I would recommend playing around with these brewing parameters, but here's a good starting point: about 70 degrees Celsius, the 5 gram packets that you have, and about 180 milliliters of water, and brew for 90 seconds. That's a good first infusion. Subsequent infusions, you can reduce the time right down to about 30 seconds and 80 degrees Celsius for the second infusion, and third infusion you could go to 90 degrees Celsius and brew for about a minute. But play around with these parameters, and this is a delicious tea that I really hope you get to enjoy. This is going to bring today to a close, so I want to thank you for watching all the way through, and also to our Tea Club members for all their support with our Tea Club and it means we're able to bring them delicious teas quarterly, as well as being able to maintain our farming practices in Wazuka from generation to generation. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one.
こっちからこっちの風力こっちからこっちの風